Most people dream of a better life, a life filled with purpose, success, and freedom. But the uncomfortable truth is that almost 99% of people never reach the dreams they once imagined. Not because they lack talent, not because they lack opportunity, but because they fall into silent habits and mental traps that slowly kill their ambition. In this video, we are going to uncover the hidden reasons why most people fail to achieve their goals and why only a rare 8% break through the barriers that hold everyone else back. If you've ever felt stuck, unmotivated, or confused about why your dreams feel so far away, stay with me till the end. This video might be the turning point you didn't know you needed. Dreams are powerful. Every person carries within them a picture of the life they want to live, vision shaped by desires, ambition, hope, and imagination. Yet, despite this universal longing, almost 99% of people never reach their dreams. The reason is not lack of potential, lack of talent, or lack of opportunities. The real reasons lie much deeper, hidden in the everyday habits, limiting beliefs, mental barriers, and psychological patterns that shape a person's life. When we study successful people closely, one thing becomes obvious: they are not necessarily more gifted than others, but they are different in how they think, how they act, and how they respond to challenges. Most people underestimate how much their daily behaviors silently decide their destiny. Dreams fade not because they are impossible, but because most people never build the mindset required to make them possible. This script explores the psychological, emotional, and behavioral reasons that stop people from achieving their dreams, and how you can break that pattern forever. One of the biggest reasons people don't reach their dreams is that their dreams are not backed by commitment. Everyone wants success, but only a few are willing to pay the price for it. Wanting is easy, commitment is rare. Most people love the idea of success, the lifestyle, the respect, the financial freedom, but they don't love the process required to create success. They dream with excitement, but they act with hesitation. They want results instantly, but they disappear when things get difficult. A dream without discipline becomes a fantasy. Successful people understand that dreams require sacrifice of comfort, of temporary pleasure, of excuses, and sometimes even of relationships that slow them down. But most people stop as soon as the journey becomes hard. They wait for motivation instead of building discipline, and that is why their dreams stay dreams. Another silent killer of ambition is fear: fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of judgment, and sometimes even the fear of success itself. The mind loves familiarity. It tries to protect us from risks by keeping us inside our comfort zone. But dreams live outside that zone. When a person is controlled by fear, they avoid taking the very actions needed to change their life. They choose safety over growth, even when safety is slowly destroying their potential. Most people quit before they start because fear convinces them that they are not ready, not capable, or not experienced enough. What they don't realize is that no one is ever fully ready. Growth comes after taking action, not before. Fear will always exist, but successful people move forward despite fear, while unsuccessful people wait for fear to disappear. Lack of clarity is another major reason why people never reach their dreams. Most people don't have a clear vision. They say they want to be successful, but they can't define what success means for them. They say they want a better life, but they don't know what better looks like. Without clarity, the mind becomes confused, and a confused mind does nothing. Dreams need direction. You need to know exactly what you want, why you want it, and how badly you want it. When the vision is not clear, the journey becomes vague. The world is filled with distractions, and without clarity, people get lost easily. Successful people operate with laser-sharp focus. They know their goals, their timeline, and their plan. They don't drift, they move with purpose. Consistency is another reason why 99% of people never reach their dreams. Starting is easy, continuing is hard. Most people begin with excitement, work hard for a week, and then lose interest. They only work when they feel motivated, and motivation is temporary. Dreams are achieved by those who show up every day, not perfectly, but consistently. Even small daily steps can create massive results over time. But most people underestimate small steps and overestimate big leaps. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect mood, and that moment never comes. Consistency requires a long-term mindset, patience, and trust in the process, and that is exactly what most people lack. Another powerful reason why most people never reach their dreams is the habit of procrastination. Procrastination is not simply laziness, it is often a sign of fear, self-doubt, or overwhelm. People delay their goals because they convince themselves that they will start tomorrow, next week, or when things settle down. But life never becomes perfect. Time keeps moving, and so does the distance between them and their dreams. Procrastination tricks the mind into believing that there's always more time, but years pass and nothing changes. Successful people understand the urgency of action. They know that every small step counts. They use time as a tool, not as an excuse. Meanwhile, most people waste time waiting for the right moment that never arrives. Another barrier that prevents people from reaching their dreams is the influence of negative surroundings. Your environment silently shapes your mindset. When someone is surrounded by people who complain, give up easily, criticize their ambitions, or lack vision, they slowly begin to adopt the same habits. Dreams require fuel, and that fuel comes from positive influences. But many people allow themselves to be drained by negativity and discouragement. Sometimes the biggest dream killers are not strangers but friends or family who don't understand your vision. Successful people make a conscious effort to choose their environment wisely. They surround themselves with people who inspire them, challenge them, and push them to be better. Most people, however, stay in the wrong environment for too long and wonder why their mindset never changes. Self-doubt is another silent enemy of dreams. Many people don't even try because they don't believe they can succeed. They compare themselves to others, underestimate their value, and convince themselves that others are more talented or more deserving. But the truth is, everyone starts at zero. Confidence is not something you are born with, it is something you build through action. The more you try, the more confident you become. But most people never give themselves a chance to discover their true potential. They talk themselves out of opportunities, underestimate their abilities, and let insecurity make decisions for them. Dreams don't die because of failure, they die because people never try. Another critical reason is lack of patience. We live in a world that rewards speed, instant messaging, instant food, instant entertainment. This creates an illusion that success should also be instant. When people don't see fast results, they assume nothing is happening and they give up too early. But every big dream requires time. Growth is not visible in the beginning. A seed stays underground for weeks before breaking through the soil. Likewise, dreams take time to grow before showing results. Successful people understand this invisible phase. They stay consistent even when progress is slow because they trust the process. Most people, however, quit during the invisible stage, right before success was about to appear. Comfort zone is another major reason why 99% of people never reach their dreams. Comfort is addictive. It gives temporary peace but destroys long-term growth. People choose comfort because it feels safe. But comfort is where dreams slowly die. Every breakthrough requires stepping into discomfort, waking up earlier than you want, working harder than you feel like, learning new skills, facing uncertainty, and doing things that others avoid. Successful people use discomfort as a tool, unsuccessful people avoid it at all costs. The difference is simple: those who grow choose discomfort daily, while those who stay average choose comfort daily. Another reason people fail to reach their dreams is that they spend too much time consuming and too little time creating. Modern distractions, social media, entertainment, games, and endless scrolling steal focus and energy. People spend hours watching others live their dreams instead of building their own. Consumption is easy, creation is hard. But dreams grow only when you create, when you take action, build skills, and work on your goals. Successful people prioritize creation over consumption. They spend more time producing value than seeking entertainment. Most people, however, reverse these priorities and then wonder why success never comes. Your dreams will never become reality just because you want them. They become reality when you commit to the actions that most people avoid. The truth is clear, 99% of people fail not because their dreams are too big, but because their excuses are bigger. But you are not meant to be average. If you understand the reasons we discussed today, and choose to rise above them, you can become part of the rare 8% who turn their dreams into achievements. Your journey starts with one decision: to stop waiting, stop doubting, and start acting. If this video inspired you, make sure you like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs this message. And remember, your dream is waiting for you, but it won't wait forever. Take the first step today.